Hello, my name's host Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. I'm here with famous person Carlos,
Hi.
and he has a story to tell us. Now, Carlos, last time I saw you was quite a while ago. I don't really recall what we talked about, to be honest. I do recall that, in general, as I've talked to you, that you've been undergoing various life changes. That you were at one point with a woman, and you guys had a kid together, right?
Yeah.
And then at another point, you crashed your car,
Yeah.
and fill us in on. Start with one detail, and we'll go from there.
Alright, well, this time I actually crashed my car again, but I totaled it.
Crash your car a second time.
Yeah, and this time it's totaled like it's gone. And I was on like 9 Xanax bars. That's a lot.
You took 9 Xanax
Yeah.
and drove your car.
Yeah. It was stupid. Well, it's because I didn't drive it like right away. I took them at night, and I guess I woke up and I was still like that.
you know,
And when I woke up, I got behind the wheel to go to work super early, and I don't even know how I have it. I don't remember.
you don't remember. Yeah, I think you think maybe the Xanax were affecting you still a little bit.
I'm pretty sure. No, it's because. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were in my system.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't remember.
That's the point, Carlos. If you don't remember, you were freaking
I was. I was.
blanked out.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm not in jail because I hit a fire hydrant.
Well, I don't doubt that the fire hydrant had it coming, Carlos. Those things taunt us, and I can't blame you if eventually you just said, no more.
Yeah, I said no more.
You're going down, bitch. And you hit that fire hydrant. July did that to a tree right around the corner here not that long ago. She'd had enough of that tree's taunting, and she crashed right into it.
Probably a mistake, which probably I don't know. But
She was on four bars of cell phone.
what?
She was looking at her phone. She
Oh.
had just driven away from the house.
She was looking at her cell phone.
Yeah, and she was making the turn onto Hermosa here from Sultana. So she's like 25 feet from the house, and she's just driving out of the Sultana. She pulls out her phone as she's to make the turn, and then just doesn't make the turn sharp enough, and just plows directly into the tree. Like she goes diagonal straight into the tree over there. But yours, however,
It was a stupid mistake.
involved,
Drugs.
yeah, drugs are bad,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but I think the key lesson here is maybe pick your drugs more wisely. That could be a possible lesson, right? Pick your drugs more wisely.
I wasn't using them like.
My friend, don't make me jealous. Go ahead, sorry.
I wasn't using it like. Well, because at first I started just to try it, and then I liked it, and I kept on getting some. And after I crashed the first time, um, the person I would get them from would not sell them to me because he didn't want me to like anything. Like he didn't want my injury to be on him because he didn't want to get investigated.
Because he's like, nah, dude, you can't hang with those things.
Yeah.
You take 9 of them and drive, bitch. I'm not gonna sell you no more like that. Well, let me tell you this. What he should have said to himself is, damn, self, these drugs are bad. Xanax is bad. Prescription drugs like that, like space drugs or downer drugs, are bad.
And my dumbass still wanted some more. That was after the first time.
And of course you did.
And
Did you like them?
yeah, but I couldn't get them like in the streets.
All right. Well, the point is, though, of course you got more because you liked them.
Yeah.
You gotta like a better drug. Is my point. Your problem is you're doing a bad drug.
Yeah.
It has no benefits.
But I learned my lesson, and I haven't been on Xanax in a long time. But I'm pretty sure.
Okay. You want to come to high? Fine, go away. Goodbye. Come back. Are you coming right back here or what?
Yeah, I know.
Word up.
I
See you later. Drive carefully now.
I gotta get coffee.
How many bars of Xanax did you take right now?
What? 0.
Okay.
We did just fall asleep though, and it was scary. I was too afraid we were gonna like wake up in the morning.
I wasn't actually accusing you of taking bars of Xanax, by the way.
Oh, that's good. I've only done that once in my life, and I decided I'm probably not gonna do that.
It's stupid drug gonna do it. Don't be like Carlos and crash your car.
I only did half of a bar. Me and Miguel did half the bar together.
Carlos did 9 bars and drove his car.
Did you crash it?
Yeah.
That's a terrible.
That's like saying, Carlos jumped out of a window. Did he fall to the ground? Yes, of course. He crashed his car. You can't drive a car on 9 bars of Xanax.
You can't really function on 9 bars of Xanax either. Okay, bye.
Bye.
For you? And then what I
So, at least you didn't crash into anybody else. That's good.
Yeah.
So now Carlos emerges the next morning, having crashed his car and gone to home and whatever, sets it all off and walks outside. Birds are chirping, sun is shining. It's a new day, a new fresh start. Let's see what happens now. So let's pick up your story there.
I wake up, I walk to the living room, I notice my car I can't see my car out the window. I'm just like, what the fuck? First thing I do is go get my phone, and I see pictures, I see messages, and that's how I know. That's how I found. That's how it all came back to me. Like, oh fuck.
So you were out of it all the way through crashing the car and getting yourself back home, and then you went to sleep. And then you woke up.
Because I got home and I fell asleep. And when you fall asleep on Xanax, you are not.
No, I got it. So far we're online here. You got back home after crashing the car and not having the car anymore. Mm-hmm. Somehow the cops drove you home, or you walked home, or something.
My parents picked me up, I guess.
Okay. And you got back home, so you woke up to go to work. Got in your car, drove your car, crashed into a fire hydrant, got picked up by your parents, dealt with the cops and everything, got taken home, went to sleep, woke up, and you thought it was waking up from the first time you went to sleep, that you weren't aware that any of that interim shit had happened.
Yeah, like, you know how I told you I woke up?
Right, so you woke up, you're like, wonderful day.
Yeah, and not knowing all that.
For the second time. Yeah. The first time you woke up, said, wonderful day, and then crashed your car and did all that shit. And then you wake up again the second time, wonderful day, you look outside and you have no car there, and no memory of this whole thing happening until you see the pictures. Well, yeah. That's some
crazy stuff, man.
That's called taking too much Xanax. So what happened after that?
Well,
what's been going on since? You said that was a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, but I guess for instance, like taking so much Xanax, that feeling you get when you're not on a drug, you know how it gets like all like not depressed, but like the feeling of not being on it. Yeah, the side effects. Oh shit, got me bad. Like I would just be thinking stupid things like suicide. It was like Xanax is a pill for anxiety. So if you're taking them and you don't have anxiety, and then once you stop taking them, they're gonna fuck you up. So that's what I was just thinking stupid things.
Yeah. I remember when I got Xanax. They gave me Xanax. I was tripping out in high school. But they gave me like some weeks Xanax, and I didn't even like it. I took it once, and then the next morning my mom was like, "Why did you leave the sandwich open and then not finish it and eat it?" Because I left like two loaf bread slices. I put the ham and the cheese on there, and then I left the mustard open next to it. And then I knocked out or something. I don't know.
I was letting it cool. She said I was letting it cool. Why do you do all this stuff? I was letting it cool. Is it cold? Is it cold enough yet? Yeah, it's cool enough. I'll make the sandwich.
I like cool sandwiches.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Carlos, is there anything else you'd like to talk about? I'm hopeful that you're not still in quite so dark a place as you were regarding that. Or are we still coming out of that, or what?
We are sad about one of our friends.
Yeah, I went to...
Not so much Carlos's life or anything, but some other.
I haven't been after that. I haven't been doing nothing. Just like pretty much just smoking weed, and that's it.
Just weed and crack, huh?
No, just weed.
Oh, just weed.
No, but okay. Tell them what you saw and what happened.
Okay.
Tell them about Edward.
So
Do you remember Edward a long time ago?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
He was like you, but the small version.
I think I remember making dire predictions about him.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Dire predictions.
So Edward is in a very bad situation.
Yeah,
Carlos
so
apparently was told that he, or you can tell the story.
So yesterday, I hit him up saying, just smoke. And he was like, all right, come to my house. I moved out. I can go pick you up. I have a car. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I haven't spoken to him in a week. So in a week, he moved out and he got a car. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this has been grinding. And he picks me up. And the first thing he tells me is like, the house you're going to go to, whatever happens in the house is going to stay in the house. I was like, the fuck? He's like, because you're going to see some shit. And I was like a trap house or what? He's like, something like that. He's like, there's going to be bitches there and everything.
Okay, is this story going to be really depressing?
No.
Okay.
Well.
Maybe, I want you to tell a story. I don't know if I want to hear the story right now. Okay, if it's depressing. And so I want you to tell a story. You tell it.
It's not depressing.
Okay, then go ahead, tell it.
Alright, so I went there, and the first thing I walked into was just a bunch of tweakers. I'm just like, what the fuck? And obviously, I can't just walk in there and walk out. Because once I walked in there, I knew what the fuck it was. Like, it was just a place where, like, there was drugs. Just.
How do you know they were tweaking?
Because as soon as I walked in, there was just the lines on the fucking table. And I walk in there, I sit down, and they just hand me one on the plate. I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, in my head, I was like, if I don't take it, they're obviously gonna think I'm a fucking narc.
I don't think so.
Yeah, cause they were just looking at me, and then there was this like he was all fucking. Cause we didn't just get there and just right away.
So did you rail it or what?
Hmm?
Did you rail it up or what?
I railed it.
Fuck yeah. Who wouldn't rail that shit?
No, I didn't want
Not
to.
me.
I didn't want to. I just felt pressure into it.
Well,
And yeah.
all I can say about that is I haven't seen a line of meth. I have not seen a line of meth in a lot of years. If there was one right there, I suspect my response to it would be, fuck yeah. I mean, I don't know. I see that as much less bad than Xanax, for sure. I'm sure everybody else disagrees with me. I'm not suggesting anybody should do meth. I'm just saying
that you would do meth.
I'm saying that would be my first instinct. I very well might go, fuck yeah, I better not do that. You know, that might be a possible option.
Fuck yeah, I should do that.
Or I'd be like, how clean is it? I mean,
no, but that's not the end of the story.
Okay, but okay. We'll continue. But let me just say, railing it is not the ideal way to consume it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it wasn't even that. Like, it was just one line, so it was like whatever. But the thing that did like shock me was just seeing my friend just taking line after line after that, and they both up the meth, and then they started doing meth, and then
What were the first lines though?
Huh?
Coke. Oh, Coke's stupid.
Well, that's why it was like whatever. They just start taking. But my friend is just line after line after line after line, and then they bring up the meth, and they just start line after line after line, and they bring out the pookie.
What's pookie?
Like the glass, like the crack pipe.
Oh, speed pipe.
Yeah. And he starts hitting it. I'm just like, what? Like, how did you get from smoking weed to this in a motherfucking week?
Oh, he dove head first. Well, he's home. I gave you dire predictions about that guy. Did I not say about him? I could have sworn I said to him, or about him in your guys' presence, if you ever do meth, it's game over for you, dude. because he's home. That guy is the most ADD fucker I've ever seen in my life. And now he's able to focus on meth.
That's fucking crazy. Oh god.
He hit that shit and was like, the first time he hit that meth pipe, he was like,
I got paid to feel.
aha! This is what I've been looking for. That's what that dude said the first time he hit that fucking meth pipe. Xanax has got nothing on meth.
Well, yeah, I mean, moral of the story was it was kind of sucky seeing someone change so rapidly.
Like, I just know my friend's gone.
Is Carlos an F?
Why do you think he's gone, though?
Is Carlos an F or a J or whatever?
I don't know. I hold on. I want to attack this just because your friend's a meth addict, he's a lost cause, and you write him off.
No, because he's not just meth addict. He's actually just selling a lot of drugs too.
He's a pawn.
So you mean he's supporting his own habit with good, sound business decisions?
Well, not good business
Okay.
because there was a lot of people there, and most of them were like not in the right state of mind, and they all had guns.
Okay, well that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad. See, this is now. It no longer sounds fun at all. Now it sounds all thuggy and fucking gross.
And as soon as I was able to get out of that, I just left out. Like, just give me a ride home, and that's it.
Okay, well, let's make this one of those pictures where they have 9 things wrong with this picture, things that party needed to do differently to do their drugs better than they were doing them. Okay, number 1, if you have a gun, you're not invited to my party. Okay, that's it.
Well, I don't know.
You have to leave it at home. You have to leave your gun at
What
home.
if I have a pepper spray?
No, you can leave that shit at home too. Only cool people are allowed at the party. So there's no reason for anybody to prepare themselves for uncool people.
What if I let it cool and becomes a cool pepper spray?
Well, you have to use it as breath freshener 5 times before you can use it on anybody else. All right. Now, number 2. So, okay, number 1, get rid of all the guns. Number 2, who would have, if you had, $1,000, you're going to spend $1,000 on something. Okay, well, let's get some groceries. Let's get some gas for the car. And let's get some poo to smear on our face. That's what they did with their drug money. They spent some of it on cocaine. It's a poor decision. Number 3.
No, it's not his house.
Okay,
It's
well,
some other guy's house, and he's living in there working for him like this bitch.
okay, number 3. Everybody who comes to the party needs to be there needs to be an egalitarian spirit behind everything, such that.
I didn't know it was a party. I thought it was my friend's, like a little apartment that he
Carlos,
got
I'm not
himself.
critiquing you. I'm critiquing this situation and saying this is how they should have done their party differently, and how they should be different so that they're not stereotypically ugly and icky meth addicts.
And you just be meth addicts.
Well, I think that part of the problem, that society has is that it works so hard to convince everybody who's a drug addict they're a useless failure or a criminal, right? Being addicted to drugs does not necessarily mean you have to have disastrously bad consequences. If you choose to be addicted to drugs in the following kind of ways, I know I'm going to buy a bunch of cocaine and get a gun, and I'm going to sell drugs and have guns all the time. Well, and be perfectly okay with a culture of violence surrounding my business. That's bad, right? That's not a good way to be doing drugs because you're sure to cause problems for others and yourself.
But then
If you want to be addicted to drugs by taking 9 bars of fucking Xanax and driving around, that's not a good way to be addicted to drugs.
But there's cultural violence in selling drugs in general. You can't get rid of that. There's always going to be cultural violence. At least the way I see it.
And the reason I say that
insane.
The reason I say that my friend's gone is because it's not like he can just say like, oh, you know what, this life's not for me. I don't want to live here anymore. They're not gonna let him leave. Okay,
well, that kind of stuff that you guys are talking about is exactly wrong, right? That does happen, and your friend may be part of that, and that's very, very sad. But what I'm telling you is it doesn't have to happen like that. I have bought and sold marijuana before, and I've never had any sort of like issue with violence or whatever or anybody.
It's
That's a
marijuana.
soft drug. Man.
Okay, well, but the point is, it's illegal, right? It was when I was selling it before. Back when, hey, it wasn't treated like it's treated today.
Eric was on deck. What?
There can never be. Well, I had a big grow operation in Santa Cruz, right? So I'd grown a bunch of plants. I harvested a bunch of fucking weed. I sold a bunch of weed. But you know.
I like how that's just like casual. That's some sounds like some Mission Impossible shit. Man.
No, well, I had an extra room in my apartment thing that I was renting. My parents rented for me for college.
Yeah.
I might as well grow weed in it, you know. And I had lights, and I had I think 11 females. Eventually, we're out of the total number of plants we started, and I had different strains. The best of which was Northern Lights, and I had fucking grocery like the brown kind of grocery paper bags. I had several of those full of weed. So I had a lot of weed, you know.
Isn't Northern Lights like the best type of weed or something like that?
No, it's you probably think it's really good because you hear me sort of waxing nostalgic for getting that particular strain. Like I want to get straight Northern Lights. You can't get it anymore. But I did get it maybe about a year and a half ago, and it was oh my god, this is the same exact fucking shit. It's Northern Lights. It's crazy. It's cool. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is drug dealing doesn't need to be associated with violence. Why should it be?
It doesn't have to be, but it's just the way it is.
It is. Because there's competition.
Yeah.
And people are not gonna want you to sell more or sell it like.
And then there's like hood politics, dude.
Yeah, like
Hood politics. These people are criminals. That's what the police are for.
But you know, police are there. They could do whatever they can to a certain extent. But
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's fine if all they do is kill each other. As long as
yeah, I mean that's
as
pretty
long
much
as
all they do.
they don't go out and kill somebody who hasn't bought into their stupid fucking yeah. But see, you know, once the bullet leaves the gun, you're not quite sure where it's gonna go. It could hit something and ricochet off. It could decide all of a sudden to stop in the middle of the air and just follow the ground. Who knows? That's why you should probably avoid shooting guns in general.
Like that. Screw that.
Well, I'm offended by. Here's the thing. That story, right? It's all about these people engaged in this crazy life of doing a bunch of drugs and living the gangster life or whatever. But to me, that story sounded like almost a fun, crazy youth story until you reveal at the end that these are actually a bunch of criminals. As though naturally it follows from the fact that they were doing a bunch of meth. It doesn't follow to me.
No, well, I mean, I'm thinking that he's looking at it through a like as an observation. Because like if you're in a situation like that, you see people around, they got guns, they look like fucking some shit that came out of gangland. Fucking
Yeah, I want to get out of there too, dude.
Yeah.
How long do you have to stay there for?
2-3 hours.
Did you sit there in silence with your arms crossed the whole time, or what?
No, because I was
You were
coked the
sprung.
fuck out.
Did you do the math or just the coke?
No.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. So I was
I'm not gonna.
I was on the line of meth.
You
No,
did
well, I'm not gonna lie.
The line of meth, the line of coke, and
You
fucking
did
acid
that, dude.
test.
You took acid,
Yeah.
but you didn't do the math.
No, I did all three.
Oh, you did all three. Okay.
Eric, you should edit that. That's gonna be.
If I were offered, I know this is true because it actually would happen not super long time ago. If I were offered acid, I'd turn it down. I wouldn't take it for sure. Too big of a time commitment. Too much of a just too many meows per pia. That's all. Acid is not fucking awesome, Lorenz. Acid's too unpredictable in terms of its impacts on anybody. I haven't taken it though in like I don't know 20 some years.
What about mushrooms?
Mushrooms are great. Mushrooms are fine. Mushrooms are easy. Mushrooms are your friend, unlike acid.
Yeah.
So
Hello? No sé, como entre Media hora, una hora. Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, Carlos,
Okay.
you had taken the cocaine, the methamphetamine, and the acid.
Alright.
Then what
Yo
happened?
te hablo, yo te hablo. Te hablo. Oh, what do you... Okay.
So then what happened, Carlos? After you had taken the cocaine, the methamphetamine, and the acid, you felt normal, right?
No.
Abnormal?
Right after, it felt normal. Like 10 minutes in, fuck no. That did not.
All I took was 10 minutes.
Once you got out of there and you went home,
I did not sleep. I was just in my bed, and I didn't want to like leave my lights on or like act like I was awake because my parents would be like, "What the fuck? What is this for doing up at 4 in the morning?" So I had to just lay in my room. And honestly, I was just looking up at the ceiling and just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and just driving myself crazy.
I had that misery night. I remember that. We go home, and I lived with my parents, and it just, there was no way to just be up and freely up all night without waking them up and they're like, what's going on in here? And you just have to lie there in the dark, and there's no stimulation. There's like nothing to pay your attention to except your thoughts, and you start going into this cycle of like, oh, I want drugs, and
Oh no, I was
feel
just
bad.
drugged. I was just like thinking.
you're just thinking, I wonder if I should become a gun-wielding meth dealer.
I was just thinking like that.
Nah, I think I'll pass. Well, anyway, watch out for those people, Carlos. They're up to no good, it sounds like. And Abraham, you stay away from those neighbor boys too, okay? Those new neighbor boys are trouble. If you're boys, now listen to me. Your father and I have said this a number of times already. Boys, listen, please. If you're gonna do your meth, you need to stay home and share with Dad. Okay? I don't want you out in the world with those strangers. You too, viewing audience.
What?
I don't know if this episode's gonna go up. I think I make too many meth jokes, probably. There's too much truth in my meth jokes is the problem. I don't know. I had a very different relationship with methamphetamine than probably most meth addicts do. It didn't make me paranoid. It didn't make me pick bugs on running my scanner or anything like that.
Oh, crank bugs.
Yeah, I never got that at all. It did.
Did your teeth ever like?
Oh yeah, it rotted my teeth out. I don't get a lot of dental work. But it's not really even the speed. It's the fact that you stop brushing your teeth. You're just like, I'll do that later. 14 hours later. Where's that meth pipe again? Did I brush my teeth ever? I'll do it later. 36 hours later. You can only stay up really for 2 nights. 2 nights is the max. You can go 2 nights and then the 3rd day. I've never tried to really push it further.
What happens after that?
Well, towards the end of the 2nd night, you start having sort of hallucinations. One thing that happens when you're driving home in the dark, it's like 4 in the morning of the 2nd night you're awake, is as you're driving down the street, like, you'll be sure there's like 3 people standing up there having a conversation. One just kind of shaking their arm, and you get a little bit closer and you realize it's a bush and it's a tree thing. But it looked exactly like 3 people, the silhouette of 3 people a second ago. You get those kind of pseudo hallucinations because you're too tired. Your brain needs the rest.
That happened to me. Not necessarily that bad though, but it felt like I was going to be like hallucinating. Not that I was on drugs, just that I was just staying up.
No, well, I mean that's the thing. It's not hallucinating. You're not seeing stuff that's not there. You're making
Things out of things that are not there.
Yeah, right. And in general, you slow down. I slow down a lot when I've been up for too long. My speech, I have more like this. That's an exaggerated demonstration of it. There's more pauses and it's less fluid. I have to stumble and figure out where I was going more often. And the interesting thing is the reason I know all this, I made a bunch of videos in various stages of sleep deprivation. So even nowadays, I might occasionally make it into a second night of wakefulness. Maybe not all the way through 2 nights, but I'll make it deep into the second night before I go to bed sometimes. And I can tell when I start becoming useless. That's the difference between when I used to be on meth and I was smoking it mostly. I rarely rail it. I was mostly smoking it. And when you have a pipe here, you just sort of keep hitting it, and there's never and it lasts such a long time. The speed lasts such a long time that when you smoke that next hit of, when you just reach out casually and smoke a couple hits off the speed pipe, you just kept yourself up another 8 to 12 hours. It's like that's the problem with smoking speed, right? So anyway, enough about my smoking speed. Carlos, let's finish this video and come back to you again. And this time, instead of getting off topic with me telling speed stories, I'm going to try to get you to stay on topic more. I'm trying to get me to have you be on topic more. So let's do that. Thanks for watching Talking with Andrew. And whatever else you do, whatever else you don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.